Good morning, everyone. Just to introduce myself, as Westford mentioned, my name is Yasu, and I currently serve as the core staff for the New Jersey Family Church, doing multiple roles, as well as the Next Gen coordinator for the Northeast. So it was quite a challenge or big decision for me to take this step to attend the 40-day. But I do want to share that it's actually been really spirit-led, because back in December, when our Ryuichi-san and the Chunshimon staff came, one quote or session that caught my attention was, "Mother wants blessed children to be in the Chunshimon and pray there and offer devotion more." And so when I was asked if I want to go to the second 40 days, it wasn't my words, but it just kind of came out of my mouth smoothly saying, it's not my desire whether if I want to go or not, but Mother wants me to go. And so that's how I came and arrived on February 1st. And yeah, offering devotion in the Chunshimon, like how I experienced in this 40 days, is nothing that I've done before in the past. And so through consistent prayers and devotion and dedication, I've come to really understand much more on just my personal relationship with Heavenly Parent, especially with True Mother. And so as a son, want to really kind of learn from my mother, our Holy Mother Han. I want to start also just by saying thank you to Dr. Kim, to the Chunshimon staff, and especially to you, the Las Vegas Family Church community, because whether it be through Sunday service, a prayer vigil, or just other interaction encounters I was able to have with you, you always welcome me and all of us with a loving heart, with an embracing heart, and also participating with us on some of the activities that we do. So thank you so much for building and laying this foundation for me to be able to have such an experience with the rest of my brothers and sisters. Thank you. An experience I'd like to share throughout this journey is that I'm competitive, and I heard that there's a brother in the first 40-day who offered 1,000 bows every day for 7 days. And I wanted to out-devotion him, I guess you could say. And so I made a promise to God that I'd offer 1,000 bows for 8 days. But also I understand that it's not an easy thing to do. And so I needed a really strong purpose. And so I made this purpose, like each bow was for someone else. Represented one person that I was thinking about, and also it kind of just happened to naturally be a chanting condition so that I can stay focused as I was bowing and chanting their names. But my perfectionist nature was I have to do a full bow from standing. But then once I started, the day after, we had a full day of sports program, and my body was completely sore, and of course, offering 1,000 bows in a day takes time. Actually, on average, to do a whole 1,000, for me, it took 2 hours in that day. Of course, I broke it up to make it manageable. But my body was in such a situation, it was aching, but I was going back and forth within my mind, like, I have to do 1,000 bows, but it has to be perfect. And I was struggling, and then struggling through it, I was offering prayers, just kind of asking, like, what do I do? How can I get this done? And then a voice came to my mind, or my heart, I guess I should say, is just saying, Yasu, what's the most important thing about this condition? And for me, the word sincerity came out. And because I have a background of graduating with a mathematics degree, numbers are very important for me. So even if I wasn't able to offer a full bow, even if I'm seated, I knew that being able to achieve 1,000 bows for the sake of other people was the most important part, because that's where my sincerity can show. That's what I felt and thought. So throughout those 8 days, yes, some people did come up to me and question, like, hey, like, because the first day I was doing full bows, but the second days afterwards, like, why aren't you doing full bows anymore? Like, what's going on? It was hard, it was challenging. And I couldn't say, like, I'm doing this for you, but more like, it's really because I wanted to make a sincere offering for a Heavenly Parent with other people in mind. And so I learned from that experience that, Heavenly Parent understands that we're children. yes, as a filial son, I want to make the most perfect offering as possible. But what's needed most is the sincerity in that we are able to show up in front of Heavenly Parent and true parents, especially during this day and age. And so that's why I was able to, yeah, go through that condition. And I can still claim I did 1,000 bows for 8 days. I just wanted to offer that to Heavenly Parent, true parents. And yeah, to just kind of conclude from that experience, I'm going to go back home on Wednesday now, or because that's the final day. And what I want to take from this experience and bring to New Jersey is to lead evening prayer vigils consistently every day, to really bring up the spirit and the fire of devotion to all across northern New Jersey. I know there's 3 churches in New Jersey, but starting with New Jersey Family Church, I hope to spread it to the other churches and all across the state of New Jersey. And then together with Las Vegas, taking on the West Coast and New Jersey taking on the East Coast, we want to really envelop this whole nation of America from coast to coast with a heart of devotion, heart of attendance towards our Holy Mother Han, our beloved true parents. And it's not going to be easy. I'm not going to be perfect on that first night that I lead devotion. But I know Heavenly Parent's there with me along the way. So thank you, everyone.